Hey guys, as many of us know, in Genshin Impact version 2.3, we are getting a new type of banner and having two 5-star reruns at the same time, and they both will be sharing a pity. The very first one is going to be Eula and Albedo, and this is their first reruns. With these two banners running at the same time, a lot of people are wondering if they should pull for Albedo, Eula, or if they should pull for Itto or wait for another rerun. Now, I am a Eula main, so I absolutely love using her, and I use her quite often on my streams and in my team comps, so I am going to be doing a video going over the pros and cons of Eula to help people decide if they should pull for her or Albedo or hold off and pull for another character. Eula is a Claymore unit that functions as the main damage dealer of your team. She is one of the strongest units that you can pick up right now in Genshin and does mostly physical damage, and she can pull off that physical damage pretty quickly. She is a cryo unit, but as mentioned before, she is a main Claymore unit, so she focuses more on physical damage. However, she can do a little bit of cryo damage. You don't have to pull Eula's weapon to get massive damage on her either. You can actually get a free weapon for her by doing the Dragon Spine side quest and use the Snow Tomb Star Silver Claymore on her. It does really great, and it doesn't cost any pulling or wishes. In terms of her build, you want to put on the Pale Flame set, which you can get from the Ridgewatch domain in between the Mondstadt Liyue area, which increases her physical damage. This is a more geocentric domain that you fight in, so she actually works really great against this domain. Or you can bring a geo unit like Zhongli in there to just completely demolish this domain very, very quickly. She's pretty easy to build. You want to focus on attack percentage, attack damage, and crit damage for her. With a focus on those stats for her, you will be able to build up damage on her really, really quickly. She is more of a physical unit, as we touched on before, which makes her really, really great against geo units, especially geo shielders. It is rumored that Rosaria is going to be one of the units that run on her banner, and Eula works really, really well with Rosaria because Rosaria's 6th constellation is a decrease of physical resistance of the enemy, thus amplifying strength. I also really like to use her with the Raiden Shogun, as Eula right now is one of the only units that can fully use the Raiden Shogun's abilities to the fullest extent. Her movement is very, very fluid, and she has lots of fancy flowy effects. I personally love her very flowy, dancey type style, as it's very unique for a Claymore unit, as they tend to be very stiff, such as Daeluke and Chongyun. Since Eula is a Claymore unit, that means she is a little bit slower than other units. This is very easy to tell, especially on certain bosses that move very, very fast, such as the Magu Kenkai. If you don't like Claymore units, or you don't like the slight delay in their movement, then Eula is probably not a character that you will like. She does do cryo damage, as we mentioned before, but she is mostly a physical unit. So if you like to use more elemental reactions or to pivot off of other people with elemental reactions, then Eula's not going to really work very well in that sort of team comp. While Eula can do a lot of damage, she is very burst reliant. Her ult does massive damage, however it is a time-based ult. That means you have to wait 5 stacks for it to fully drop to get the full effect of her ult. You can also not switch off of her at this time, or it will go off prematurely, such as with Razor's ult. So if you're a kind of person that likes to switch back and forth a lot between your characters, Eula is really going to put a wrench in that sort of team comp, because you can't switch off of her when she is in her ult stage. Another thing, the ult does not go off if she accidentally dies while it is processing. Because her ult is a time-based ult too, sometimes by the time the ult finally does go off, the enemies all around are already dead. So if you're going to fight some hilly trolls or something very easy, putting off her ult in that time frame, they will be already dead by the time that her ult fully goes off. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys learned something new about Eula, or that this video helped you decide if you should pull on her or not. I would like to know if you guys are pulling for Eula, or if you're pulling for Albedo, or if you're waiting for somebody else. Please let me know in the comments down below. Also, in the comments down below, let me know what you think of this new banner type. Personally, I think it's really cool. It means we're going to be getting some rerun characters much faster instead of having to wait a year for some of the characters, so that's really cool. But let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I hope everyone has a good version 2.3.